My name's Shirley Anthony, and I'd like to take a couple of minutes of your time to chat to you about branding and what it can do for your product. First of all, what is a brand? Well, probably the easiest way to think about a brand is via an analogy. Us as people, we have unique personalities, and those are communicated via the way we dress, what we speak, and the people we hang out with. And in the same way, you need to build a unique personality for your brand so that it's distinctive. I mean, just look at the image I have here. It's of a BMW. Now already you'll have words in your mind: aspirational, luxury, expensive. So why do you need to build a brand for your product in the first instance? Well, we live in a very competitive marketplace. And even if you're lucky enough to be the first to introduce a product to market, very soon thereafter, you'll have competition joining you. Now, I was lucky enough to interview Andy Rice, the brand strategist. Some of you may have heard him interviewed on 702 for my book, and he said that there are two components to a product. There's an internal component and the external component. Let's take a pizza. The internal component of that, what you can see, is the dough that it's made out of. Whereas the external component is the feelings and emotions, and that's the brand building part. Examples there of pizza brand, Debonair's, Roman pizza. Now, how can you create a brand? Well, what you need to do is take a look at the marketplace that you're in. If you are first to market, sure, your brand positioning will be one of leadership and innovativeness. But most of us occupy competitive marketplaces. Maybe you'll decide that the best positioning for you is value for market. Say, for example, you had an airline. In the case of the airline, they've decided that they want to occupy this value for money niche. Now, how would they do that? They'd look at their marketing variables. And in their case, instead of the traditional price, product, place, and promotion, they'd also look at processes, they'd look at physical evidence, and they'd look at people. So from a promotional perspective, they've said that they will be advertising a payoff line more for less. From a pricing perspective, they'll offer a low price. Product, flights, nationally. From a people perspective, the most courteous staff. From a placement perspective, one will be able to buy airline tickets only online. Processes, they'll issue a reference number, and physical evidence, they'll have leather seats in their planes in order to emphasize that value for money positioning. Now, in closing, I'd like to emphasize that when you're building a brand, just make sure that your message is always consistent, that it's simple and that it's truthful. You know, brand building can be so positive and valuable. I mean, there are even examples where a brand name takes on the name of the category that it represents. Just think about when we shop for a vacuum cleaner in a retail outlet. Most of us ask for Hoover. So I'd like to encourage you to spend a bit of time thinking strategically about your brand. It'll be well worth the investment. Till next time, wishing you success in your business.